I know this drawer doesn't look that bad, but it's been getting on my nerves, so I'm going to reorganize it. My daughter gave me these waffle textured towels. They're absorbent and they're soft and they have a different feel to them. So I don't know what they're made of, but they're really nice. I love them. This towel is very thick. I only use it at Christmas for obvious reasons. I do like it though. This one is Christmas too. I just think it's so cute. I think my daughter gave me this one too. I can't remember, but I love it. It's cute. Do you guys have favorite kitchen towels too? Just curious. I like using this no-lint towel for drying fruits and veggies. Here's our grocery haul for today. I had to have some more paper towels. We love this Bertolli, chicken Florentine and farfalle. Paper plates, of course some cucumbers and tomatoes for salads. I need to refill my Dawn dispenser, so I've got some more of that. Our usual Diet Pepsi. We haven't had pork chops in a while, so I got some pork chops. Some sliced mozzarella, which was a pretty good price, and these whole tomatoes. Got some bologna because I haven't had any in a while. Don't always need them, but these coconut pecan cookies are the bomb. They are awesome. It's spring mixed garlic butter sauce. It's got potatoes and asparagus and peas, and it's just really good. I think it's onions in there too. Really, really good. I highly suggest that. And I got 2 of those because we like them and they're easy to do. Whoops. I need to chop up some fresh bell peppers to put in the freezer. This is a poblano pepper. I like poblanos better. I just like the flavor better, and they're not as pungent as a regular green bell pepper. Let's play Did You Know? Did you know that green peppers are just unripened peppers? They're harvested before they have a chance to fully ripen. Did you know that red peppers are just fully ripened green peppers? Did you know that 1 red bell pepper gives you 150% of your daily required vitamin C? I didn't know that. And the orange and yellow peppers are just the middle of the road peppers. They're almost as sweet as the red pepper, but not quite as sweet. And did you know that there's a purple bell pepper. They're similar in flavor to a green pepper, and boy, just think of the color they will add to your dishes. Now that all the peppers are chopped, it's time for me to get them in the freezer. I start with a sheet pan lined with parchment paper. Then I slide all the peppers onto the sheet pan. I try to level them out as much as possible so they don't stick together. Now I just pop them in the freezer. Once the peppers are frozen completely, I gather the parchment paper from each side lengthwise, try to make a funnel. Then, ever so carefully, I pour the peppers into a freezer bag as neatly as I possibly can. Sometimes it doesn't go well. This time it went pretty good. This next recipe is so easy. Put some of your favorite pasta sauce in the bottom of a greased casserole dish. Then add a layer of mozzarella cheese. For this recipe, I'm using the family size bag of the Rana Italian sausage ravioli. Cook the ravioli according to directions. Drain the ravioli. Then put one layer of the raviolis on top of the cheese. Now just repeat the layers, the sauce, the cheese, and the raviolis. Be sure to save enough sauce for the top of the casserole. I decided to add a little Parmesan. Now add the next layer of ravioli. Now put the remaining sauce on top of the casserole. Then add your cheese. Now pop it into a preheated 400-degree oven for about 30 minutes. Bon appetit! Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Chat Corner. Hope you're having a good day. I just wanted to share a story of something that happened to me earlier in June of this year. I guess it was about a Tuesday. I don't even know what dates are involved here. So anyway, I noticed on Tuesday, I guess it was, of that week, that there was a little bite or something on my upper arm here, kind of on the back. Didn't think much about it. Didn't really bother me all that much. Itched maybe a little bit. So I noticed that. But then by Friday of that week, I noticed that I was really, really tired and I had no appetite at all. And that's unusual for me because I like my food. If I'm not eating, there's something wrong. Went to bed early. When I woke up Saturday morning, I had the absolute worst headache. And even my face was hurting. I just was in so much pain. So I took some Tylenol, had a wash rag, put over my face, whatever. And about noontime, I guess, it had dissipated and I could actually function. Thank God it dissipated. I went ahead about my day, not doing a whole lot because I was still very weak, feeling like very tired, not a whole lot of appetite at all. Went to bed again early that Saturday night, and during the night, I had the nights like sweats. I woke up once, I was just sweating, went back to sleep, woke up again, of course, in the morning and sweat. I don't know whether I was sweating out a fever or what was going on. It felt like I had a fever. This is Sunday morning. We were supposed to go visit my husband's son and his family who live out of town. Well, I just could not go. I felt so bad, so terrible. And he, of course, understood. I also had told him, and this was unusual, that I was not able to pee when I got up. Now, that's very unusual. Hope that's not TMI, y'all. Sorry. But yeah, that was highly unusual for me. So we were both concerned about that. But I said, go ahead and go. I'll call you if anything happens. And he went. He was reluctant to go and leave me there, but I told him I'd be fine. So while he was gone, about I guess I went back to bed and about 11:15, 11:30 that Sunday morning, I woke up and I was just super tired. I decided I need a shower because I have been sweating through the night. So I got up and noticed that I was a little bit dizzy, but I kind of figured that after having sweated or whatever. So I just wanted to shower because I felt gross. I get in the shower, and no sooner had I turned that water on that I noticed that everything around me was going black. And I knew I was going to pass out. And I went to the floor. I went immediately to the floor. I was like, oh crap, I can't even take a shower. Anyway, the water's running on me, which helped, thank God. So I did what I could and then stood up, turned the water off, was getting out of the shower, grabbed my towel, and as soon as I started to dry off, I went down to the floor again. Everything just went black again. I knew I was passing out again. Went to the floor, and I guess I crawled back to the bed. I don't really know how I got back to the bed. Got back to the bed, threw my towel up on the bed, and then threw myself on top of the towel as best I could. And once I got back on the bed, I could not move. I had zippity doodah energy. None whatsoever. I was paralyzed almost. It was bad. Well, that kind of scared me. So got enough energy to grab my phone, which was beside me in the bed. Grabbed my phone and tried to text my hubby and let him know what was going on. Of course, autocorrect took over and just made a mess of it, and that kind of scared him. So he called me right away. I tried to tell him what was going on. I didn't have enough breath to complete a sentence, so I was just telling him things word by word almost, because I had to take a breath and say a word, take a breath and say a word. It was very weird, very strange. So, of course, he was concerned. He said, I'm on my way. I'm coming back. I felt terrible. I didn't want him to do that, but I was in bad shape. Slept until he got home. Of course, he checked on me and waited on me and all that stuff. Bless his heart. He was so good and so patient, so sweet. So anyway, by that time, this thing on my arm was red. It had a big red circle around it, like right in here. It was puffed up some, and it was tender. So that kind of concerned us. So Sunday, he kept telling me we need to go to the hospital. Don't you want me to take you to the hospital? I kept saying, no. Finally, we said, okay, we'll go to the urgent care in the morning, on Monday morning. We get up Monday morning. This is about 7 o'clock. We get in the car to go to the urgent care. Urgent care isn't open until 10. What? That makes no sense. So I asked him, I said, would you mind just stopping at the store? Because I think I'm dehydrated. Would you mind stopping and getting me some Pedialyte? So he did. He got me 2 big old things of Pedialyte, bless him. So anyway, I get home, I start drinking that, and I start to feel better. Drank Pedialyte for the next 2 days. And gradually, that thing on my arm started going away, and it started feeling better. So that week went on. I kept feeling a little bit better. I still was weak, and it's like my legs were weak. So finally got a doctor's appointment about 2 weeks later. And went to see a doctor, and he looked at it. He did say it looked like it was maybe some kind of a bite. But I told him all my symptoms. He did a complete blood work. He did a complete panel, everything. Nothing came back weird, no toxins in my blood, nothing. So he concluded that it was probably a spider bite of some sort. So that's the only thing we have to go on, that I was bitten by a spider at some point, and it made me deathly ill. I don't know what kind of spider it could have been. I have no idea. I don't think it was a brown recluse or black widow. I don't think it was either one of those, because I would have been way more sick than I was. So anyway, I wanted to tell you guys that story because I wanted to ask you if you have ever had any kind of a bug bite, or spider bite, tick bite, anything that made you ill. What happened to you? Anyway, thanks guys for listening to me. It was quite an ordeal. It took me about 3 weeks to finally feel more like myself. It was wild. I never want to go through that again. So now I'm feeling like if it feels like anything's crawling on me, I'm like, get it off, get it off. Thanks for listening to me. That was my story. I hope you have a wonderful day.